How to win in the info market in 2026. In this video, I'm going to give you the exact guide. How do you win? What is working? What's not working? How do you compete in a market where are thousands and thousands of people going in every single day and where the trust has gone super low? The information and the money is not the issue. The trust is. And I'm going to teach you exactly how you can build it. That is how we have used to scale to 50K a month and scale our clients to 6 figures a month, and giving you both sides of what's working, what will work, and what will not work. So buckle up and I'm going to go straight into it. Now, first thing you have to understand is that this is a graph, which you can see this is for the index fund and just society in general, okay? Well, you have to understand that right now, people have money. It's not that people don't have money. It's not that people are not willing to take out loans. They don't have trust. They do not trust you. And it's not because you're like a scammy person. It's because they have too many options. They've been lied to too many times. They don't believe in the system. This is why education levels, and you can see people just not going to college in general. It's not that the government has done something to them. It is because they don't trust them anymore. Okay. So you can see this graph, right? It was like 90%. Now it's like going up to like 50, and probably it's like 2022. This is even more low. So first of all, you have to win people trust. And how can you win people trust? Okay, you have to understand that people are more and more online. They know more than they did back in the day, right? Like before then, people didn't know much. You could do the email guide you saw and still win, which I'm going to talk about in 2 seconds. But you can see, right? Like this is an average person who just spends all day on their phone. And you have to capitalize on this and build trust with the time that they're online on their devices. And also on top of that, how is the AI revolution and ChatGPT? You can see their graph has just gone extremely up. Like, and this is actually bad for info too, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Info is not in a good place because if AI becomes too good, if it can coach you, nobody wants your coaching. So what do you actually do in that market? See, you have to understand that before, like back in the day, you can just make videos like these, which is like, log in 2026, I'm going to show you this, log in, this information, that. Like information was something valuable. Information in of itself was value. People cared about what you spoke and what did you talk about and how you can implement it. Now you can ask AI your entire life. You're giving us to give it a summary and get a personalized coach yourself. So this is not going to work anymore. Before then, you could just, like show your lifestyle, go in the mountains, hold a cigar, wear good clothes, and it's done, right? On here, you can just show some goals. This would work, but now it's not going to work. This has stopped working. You show some motivation, some women, some cars, some cool pics, and you're done. It is not that Iman is doing something wrong. It is that the market has just gotten older. This is something called MM, which is market maturity, which is super, super important. And you cannot stop this. This like 2 plus 2 equals 4. Right? This is basically unstoppable. You can't stop this process. People will get older, people will get smarter, and this is how the entire graph is. The maturity will go up, and if the maturity goes up and if you stay behind, your income will stagnate and you will go lower. So you have to work with this graph. Now, what's working is this Daniel style. The reason why this guy can sit there, right, and make 300K from a single event is because he's doing these certain steps. Now you have to show people that you are living the life and not just out there speaking. He shows himself working, that, hey, all I do is work. I work with 12 hours a day. My life is not fun, okay? He sits there and he understands that completely. He sits there, he travels, he shows you, hey, I am working, but also on top of that, I'm living the life that I want. And I'm also fit and I'm also putting in. I am saying everything to you guys and I'm implementing it myself. So people, what does this do? I showed you the trust graph. The trust on this graph goes up when you show people that, hey, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And then you go out there and do it. They're going to be with you because, okay, this guy's also doing it. He has the life that I want, so I'm going to do it. If you do the opposite, you're going to lose, okay? So you have to tell people now, and this is where personal branding is going to come in, what you stand for. That is super, super important. Your actual work ethic, like showing people, hey, like this is not fun. Like even me, I make decent sums of money, but all I do is sit in my room and just talk. Like it's almost about to be the new year, so all I'm doing is making YouTube videos, getting better, and competing in the market because that's what I enjoy doing. That's basically it, right? Your actual work ethic. What value are you giving in every Asian moment in a packageable way? How you can market that value and not just your model, but yourself, right? The reason why people will pay Daniel 300K because they want to be like him. They want to live the same life as him. They like him as a person. On top of that, he actually tells you what he stands for. He loves China. People in the US or people in general are not big fans of China, thinks it's a communist country. He shows another part. He's willing to stand out, to lose some people, to get a lot of people that trust him, right? The markets want someone they can trust by seeing, this is super important, by seeing that they are doing the things themselves. That's why Daniel makes 300K from a single event. That is super important, guys. So you have to understand this. And this is not even working just for, like a market of just info. This is working for every single brand. This is George Heaton, by the way. He owns Cadence, Represent. If you're from the UK or you know anything about, like, he's the GOAT in that. So these guys, right, who's basically, he has shoes as well. This guy's massive, right? He owns a 9-figure company. They do 100 million per year right now revenue. And the reason why he's able to compete with massive brands is because if you look at Nike, right? Now, the reason why you buy Nike is because of Michael Jordan. Like, whether you like it or not, the reason why you buy Jordans is all because this shoe is cool, because this guy was cool. So, how do you compete with someone who have literal legends in the industry, have a timeless brand, right? Like, Nike has been along for such a long time and people will still buy it. You actually show what you're doing. People are not buying into the actual product, they're buying into the lifestyle. So you understand that's a fitness, right? His branding. Oh, he's actually jacked. Yeah, he has a brand called 247, which is basically working hard doing it. So he's going to show you that physique. He's not just going to sit there and be a fat guy sitting behind a counter like someone on a Nike desk would, or a CEO that's not basically doing that stuff. He looks cool. He wears his clothes himself, right? So that is what's super, super important. That's how you're going to compete in the market. Because again, what's that? People are buying into the lifestyle more than the brand itself. The reason why you buy from me, you maybe like this look that I'm having right now. I look cool right now. You might like the glasses that I'm wearing. They're pretty good. So like all these things, they come in and you have to factor on all these aspects. Otherwise, people in general are not going to like you because they're going to think you're just somebody else in the ether of this entire online space. So people want more than just the product. It's not that simple now to sell just a course or sell a material because information is abundant. We are living in an informational abundance state. So sent by Jensen, the CEO of NVIDIA, a $4 company. But the point that he was making is that the reason why we see so much wealth drop in is not because, like wealth just came in out of nowhere. It's that people know. The reason why I'm able to talk to you about this is because I can pay and I have access to information. And you right now are learning from me. That's why we're all able to make so much money. So information is no longer a productizable or a monetizable way to run a business. What you have to do is sell people on the lifestyle, on the community. That's why you see so many of these client retreats happening. Hey, we're doing a retreat. Hey, we're doing this here. Hey, we're doing this event. We're collabing with people. We're doing podcasts. We're doing all this stuff. And the reason why people are doing that and why they're into it is because they stand out. Now you want to be in the Alps with the boys. Do you understand that marketing? You have to be with them now. It's not just about you making more money. It's not about you learning from them. It's more so about the lifestyle that they're providing through their entire program that they have. And you can see this across all the things, right? And this is the reason why YouTube is super, super good, because rather than setting up a client retreat in the Alps, you can just make long form content and outpace these people or make videos on top of that, right? The reason why YouTube is so good because there is something called the hours, right? A person has to spend enough time for you. Like this is a fact, by the way. You can Google this, you can AI, whatever you want to call it. I don't think people even use Google anymore, but the point is that the more time you spend with someone, you like them even more. And you can search this up. It's not me making up, right? Even if you are with a kidnapper who kidnapped you, literally, you will like them more if you stay long enough. There's literally like a phenomenon that happens that if you stay with the person long enough, they will like you, even if they kidnapped you. So the reason why this is super, super crucial is because there's something called the 7-11-4 rule. A person to buy from you and to basically purchase your program, coaching, product, drink, whatever you're selling, has to spend 7 hours of engagement. Now imagine making 7 hours of short form content, which are 60-second longs. You can do the math. That's a lot of videos rather than posting 7 YouTube videos or even 14 YouTube videos and just doing it all. Like, you see the difference, how important that is, right? And 11 touch points. How are you going to touch 11 touch points in a single video? People will be overwhelmed. People are not going to like it. People are going to be like, what? And 4 different locations on the platform, basically 4 different videos, right? So if you have to do 7 hours of content, plus on top of that, touch 11 pain points. You can't do it in short form. So what do? You go back to the first thing, which is what? YouTube. This is the reason why you see so many of these people that are making these videos on like, hey, motivational, they're hopping on podcasts. That's why you see Alex Hormozi doing these long. Have you seen the time duration? It was like 10 to 15 minutes used to be the golden mark. Now people are doing hour-long videos. 30 minutes is a normal video now. Why is that? It's because the more time you spend with someone, the more they like you as a person, the more you want to buy from them. It's a pretty simple rule, but it's super underlined, okay? The reason why this guy, he looks so scary, and the reason why this guy is able to make $105 million in a day is because of the fact that he does these things tremendously good. Imagine Alex Hormozi posting that many short form content trying to get to you. It would be impossible. So what do he do exactly? He does live streams. And live streams are going to be something you're going to see every massive creator do it. Brett Skills has started doing it now. Charlie Morgan is doing it right now. Alex Hormozi is doing it. And the reason why they're doing it is because of those 7 hours. You can watch these 3 lives, and now you have enough trust in Alex that you will buy from him and you will help your company scale and buy his $30 mastermind, even though the product might not be that good, even though the product might not be, like super luxurious or whatever you're thinking of, right? It might not be super implementable, but because he has a brand, because he is giving you that much stuff out there and he's engaging with you, you like them more. Dude, you will literally like your kidnapper if you stay with them long enough. This is a guy who's actually trying to make you money. Why wouldn't you buy, right? And this is what you have to disassociate yourself from. It doesn't matter how many views you're getting on IG. Look at the view difference, right? 88K, okay? And how much is he getting per reel? 1,241.4. Like, there's a reason behind that. It's not that, these things are low quality. These are not buyers that are going to buy from him. They're just him building awareness. They're people going down his own funnel. If they go down his funnel, they eventually land up on his YouTube. And that's where he's going to make the money. He's not going to make the money here. This is not where the money is made. The money is made on the YouTube channels right here. This is where the money is made, okay? So you have to understand that. So the more you can show your audience, again, what you stand for, like Alex, he made a video that I'm not going to the holidays on Christmas last year. Everybody got out, but like people understood it, and he made more fans from that. He stand for something, his wife, and him being in that relationship and whatever that case is, like the entire drama they had around it. I think like him standing through that shows who he is, right? How good you are. That's why he does these videos where he literally sits down with people and break down their entire businesses. It's not because, like he has the time to, he's basically doing that because he can show his expertise on it, okay? And also, why they should listen to you. When you see that, okay, this person believes, going to give you a general example where you can have a person which is like, hey, I believe in God, okay? I make a lot of money. And on top of that, I believe that you should love your parents. If you have someone that's GML, okay, then you're going to buy from that person. They're going to convert it. As broad as it sounds, as crazy as it sounds, because the thing is that there is a person who's selling the same product 100 times. But what aligns with you, what you resonate with as a person, that is much more important than whatever that guy is selling you, okay? Building a community and a circle around you, events, making online challenges, playing video games with your clients. Like, just do that. That's super simple. You can just load up Discord. Discord has free games now. Just play video games with them. They're gonna be like, this is so fun, right? Imagine you have a client, you and like 5 other clients are all playing like Fortnite or something. Like you're gonna remember that. So you're gonna like be like, you know what? I'm going to renew because it's so much fun. It's not that I'm just making money. I'm part of a group. Because this is what people are missing. Human connection is going to be super important as AI goes in. That's why communities are just going to go to the moon, because information is not the issue at all, okay? There's a reason why we have uploaded over 80 videos, because we want to convert. This is where I make all my money. I don't make my money from Instagram. Even I got like 60, 70K views in like the first time I tried it, but the money's made here. If I want to sell to someone, I'll send them here because I'm actually able to give a lot of value in these sort of videos, okay? So you have to understand that. So let me just give you a recap. So first of all, you have to understand that you have to stop being like Iman. You can't just do this anymore. You actually have to show the life that you're living, what you stand for, okay? What you are doing, show them the raw realities and what you are standing for. And also on top of that, show your expertise. If you have all these corners, the trust will go up. People will buy from you. Okay. And then you have to make your own unique solution or problem, which I will talk in some of the next videos. And I hope you guys will win in 2026, because if you're not going to do any of these things, you are not going to stand out and you're going to regret not listening to this video or not joining or whatever the case is. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out some of the other videos and bye.